What's going on, everybody? I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so my I don't know, I was like coughing and just that sickness you get right around the time of this year. So right before Christmas, basically, everyone just gets annihilated by the nasal thing. And I'll try my best though, because I really wanted to make a video today. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something that was brought up during an arm wrestling practice when I was there last time. And it was like this whole concept of like why people are picky eaters at a younger age, right? I was the pickiest eater at a younger age. I don't know what it was though. I think it was because my parents would like try to force feed me shit that I didn't want to fucking eat, right? And they'd be like, oh, just eat it. Just do this one thing and you can get rewarded, right? And it's like, in my mind, I'm like, no, I don't want to fucking eat that. It's gross. And like, I knew it's gross because I've already tried it before. And they're like, oh, you have to eat this. Otherwise, you're getting a timeout. Or they would force shit onto me, man. And it was fucked up. And I remember like my siblings too. They would do the same shit. And they would fucking hate it. Oh, the sickest thing, I'll be honest, is those Brussels sprout things. Those round, green fucking boogers, man. That's what they are. Those are fucking gross, honestly. It's those little cabbages that are like underdeveloped, right? And they're like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Put the butter on it and just take a bite, right? And you would just, oh man, shit was so sick. And then, I would eat one and then they're like, oh, good job, oh. It's like, oh my God, bro. Like, holy shit, this is sick. So you'd have to put the smile on your face, and like, it was like Thanksgiving or like Christmas or some shit like that, right? So it was tough. It really was tough as a kid. Also, I still don't like certain things as an adult. Like, I don't like mustard. I don't like ketchup. And I fucking hate mayo. Holy fuck, mayo's gross. I don't know how people just eat a big spoonful, right? They'll just eat a fucking spoonful of mayo. Or they'll dip things in it and eat their fucking food. Like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? Like, mayo is disgusting. There's like Japanese mayo, and that's a little bit better. Like, it's got a better taste and shit, but like original mayo, if you're eating that, man, oh my gosh. And a lot of people do. They gotta have their burger, right? I like burgers, I do. I'm really picky on what I put on it though. But these people just extra ketchup, extra mustard, and lots of mayo. And then like it's so gross. It's like dripping off the sides. It's like, oh man, that is some sick shit. Instead, I'm just like, instead of like ketchup, I'm like, can I get a real tomato? Can I get some lettuce, onions, like real stuff? Not this fake crap. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, sorry. There was one that I'm forgetting. It was the, those cheese slices? Those, like, plastic ones? Yeah, those are fucking gross, you guys. The ones that come in, like, it's, like, wrapped separately, right? It's, like, the Kraft ones. I think that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. And you unwrap it, and then you put it on your fucking burger or whatever. Those things are fucking gross, you guys. Ugh. Like, I don't know how people are eating plastic like that when you have literally real cheese. You can just go to the store and get real cheese and use real cheese, right? But instead, these people are just like, oh, I like the way it tastes. I like it. Like, Five Guys is notorious for that. Like, that restaurant, Five Guys. They don't use real cheese. Not that I know of. I think they're using those fucking slices. I could be wrong about this. I'm sorry. I would need to double check my facts. Just comment down below if I'm wrong, because I feel like I might be. But I know most places like Fatburger, like Fatburger's a really good place. They put real cheese, and there's like a selection of cheeses you can have, right? There isn't that Kraft one though. Like they don't fuck with that. It's low grade. And it's not too good for you. What else? I just honestly think, like, as a kid, you kind of want more of, like, the delicious food, right? Like, McDonald's. Like, how many of you remember McDonald's back then? You would walk into your local Walmart, and it would be to the side. Like, it was typically to the side. And a lot of Walmarts still have this type of thing, right? But I vividly remember that it smelt so much better back then. I don't know what the fuck hormones they were pumping into the air, but holy shit, as soon as you walked in, you got blasted with that fucking smell. It's not like today where it's like you smelled a little bit. No, I'm talking like 10 times the amount of fucking blasts in the face, and you just want that food instantly. You're craving it. And, you know, the chicken nuggets were better. That's what I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're just as good, but to me back then, those chicken nuggets are so good. And the French fries, I swear the French fries, they tasted better. I just remember as a kid though, you would eat too many at one time and it would get stuck here, right? And you're like trying to swallow this wad of fucking killer French fries from McDonald's, and it would be so bad. You'd be like choking, right? But you'd finally get it down. And I just remember that as a kid. And I was talking to my buddy one time, and he's like, "Yep, it's weird how you remember old things like that, but that did happen." And how many of you like took a drink cup and you like you're like, "Well, I want water," right? As a kid, you're like, "I want water," and then you go grab like the fucking Pepsi or Coke. I think one time I did get caught, and they're like, "What are you doing? Go away," or something like that. Like they took the cup, and I was like, "Oh," right? But yeah, I never did that again. What else? Burger King was good back then. It still is. I think Burger King has some pretty solid like patties. Like their burgers are actually not that bad. What else? A&W is rock solid, you guys. Like A&W is one of the most kick-ass places. Their poutine is good. It's like their gravy, whatever their gravy is, makes their poutine so fucking good. It's not like KFC's gravy. Like KFC's and Popeyes, those are two different things. Like that's meant for chicken, right? But this is just like a gravy that you would have just on your poutine, and it's pretty good. And their burgers are solid, and just like their food in general, like it's amazing. And you can go in there and grab those, like they have the cold cups, and they're like, "Okay, what do you want in your cold cup?" And they'll put like root beer, right? And it stays really cold, and it's fun to, you know, kind of treat yourself with that. Hold on, I'm just gonna take a sip of my coffee here. By the way, not sponsored. Tim Hortons iced coffee. Every day, baby. So I was touching on how picky people kind of, you know, are picky at a younger age. But I feel like there's certain things that you'll always forever hate. For me, the example was the condiments, right? I don't like them. There's a lot of low grade fucking canned food that I just won't eat. Like, let's say green beans in a can. Well, why? Unless you're in a struggling situation, why would you do that? When you've got perfectly good green beans, you can buy at Walmart or Superstore or something like that, right? You don't need to. It's these people who just love that stuff, though. I don't know why. Like, my Nana absolutely loves canned food. She'll eat canned food over eating real food. And it's bizarre. And I talk to her, I'm like, "Why do you do this? Why do you cook every meal with a fucking canned food?" And she's like, "I don't know, I kind of like it more." I'm like, "Okay, well, you do you then, right? You do you." But, you know, at the end of the day, they can do whatever they want. It's their own personal choice. I'm not knocking them for it, but if you can get real fucking food in the supermarket, I think you should, because it's better for you. It might cost a little bit more. Actually, you know what? I don't even think that's true. I think it might cost the same. It just comes down to principle, man. Like, it just comes down to you wanting to get that fresh food. What the hell? Dude's got like a freaking thing, carries horses. He's a horse trainer. Yeah, but everyone's got their little weird thing about them where some food, they don't like it. Comment down below what food you cannot stand, even to this day. Or like, tell me a story down below, you know, in the comment section about like your childhood. What did they try to feed you that you hate and you still hate to this day? Because you're not going to change. Sometimes people do change. Like, I still don't eat Brussels sprouts. It's my choice, right? Because it's gross. But comment down below what you guys think, you know, your most hated thing is. I'd love to read it. You know, comment a little bit on it too. This is a fun one. So that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to talk about this because it's kind of fun. All right, guys, take care. See you next time.